check, cash my check at your own peril. I wanted to check in with our social coordinator, Penny Black, to make sure the entire crowd is here at this point. Fortunately, she's a true roadie, so we don't have to pay her to be a social coordinator. For those of you who have not heard my name already, I'm not going to say it again. So, but anyway, welcome back. After hearing about porn shops, Hustler magazine, partial nudity, F-bombs, the committee decided it was safe enough to let me do an introduction. Thank you, Dave.
Keep it clean.
And I want to thank the city of Pontiac. They made it such an authentic experience for those of you who are driving down Howard Street and turning off to get here. You got about 30 feet of what the 1926 to 1930 alignment felt like when you were driving on those side roads. So we want to thank them for going to all that trouble.
Just for you.
Hi, Liz, yeah. A lot of you haven't been here since the pandemic. And one thing that changed in Illinois is if someone references a dispensary, it's not a diaper changing station in your family restroom. So just kind of keep that in mind. Seriously though, it's been great to work with the mop ladies, and we've been doing our meetings on Zoom. And it seems like every Zoom meeting, the color of my beard is different, so I don't know what's going on there. Might be a lighting issue, I'm not sure. I do want to reference something from the other day. Do you know what the difference between a cozy dog and a corn dog is?
What?
2 letters. So, many of us went to Bernardi's the other night. It's an Italian restaurant, but they're known for their fried chicken. And so when you go to the KFC here in town, that's where you can get your real Italian meal. So, Dr. 66 talked about her trials and tribulations on online dating. I've been through those too. And I've renamed a couple sites. Match is now mismatch.com. And eHarmony is now eHarmonMe. So I just wanted to throw that out there. You can tell I'm doing this for the first time. So,
We'll be gentle.
okay, thank you. Yes. Gentle like the Hustler magazine. Wow. Who would have thought? In Grandview, USA. Wow, what a spectacular film.
I like Dirty Dancing better.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the dispensary talking. So here's Grandview USA packed with star power, but what they lacked, obviously, was good quality writing. And that's what we're blessed with Route 66, with all these incredible authors that we've been talking about, and many of them are still in the Route 66. Now, many of you may know that I used to have my own rock and roll band. It was actually a punk rock band, and we lasted for 23 years. We went through 56 members. Stephanie Stuckey referenced Sid Vicious, went to a Stuckey's from the Sex Pistols. Well, we took the same tact with our band. We would play, here's a punk band, we would play every redneck bar we could find in Central Illinois. And so, honestly, the very first time we played, which was on my 30th birthday, and I'm about to turn 61, someone threw a full can, not an empty can of beer, but a full can of beer right at my head. And a few weeks later, he was playing in our band. So that's how that goes. And so, obviously, it made sense for me to introduce the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum, which is something I'm really passionate about, and I've been talking a lot to Ron, and I'm like, oh, you know, there's this band called Wasmo Nariz and Fill in the Blanks and Veruca Salt. And he's like, what the F are you talking about? You know? But they actually existed they were Illinois bands. And, you know, I was a bass player in my band, and Ron Romero is a bass player too. And so I think it's a little bizarre on all levels that we both ended up starting museums. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's the bottom line there. So, but it's been such an honor working with Ron and Debbie Jo, and we're just so excited about what they're planning, and we're going to get some great updates on that. And then we're going to hear from local boy Tim Dial, who's going to be playing some great classic rock and roll for us, and so we're excited to have him. So enough of my attempt to even come close to Dr. 66 with my comedy, but I do appreciate. One last thing, this is my natural hair, and I call it that because I forgot my hairbrush for the trip. So, but it's my homage for those Cure fans out there. It's my homage to Robert Smith tonight. So, but anyway, thank you for indulging me with a few minutes of my own warped comedy. And it's my pleasure to introduce Ron Romero and Debbie Jo Erickson. Thank you.
No pressure, huh? We got to follow Geoff's comedy set here. No pressure.